It's an incredible honor to be here with you all tonight. Thank you. Especially with my good friend Mitchell Gold, who's been right there beside me for the past couple of years as I wrote my book and as I prepared myself to come out of hiding. I came out to the world as a lesbian just 6 months ago. But I'd come to my crossroads. I'd hit my rock bottom a few years ago. The lifetime of hiding, the stress, and the fear had finally caught up with me. You see, I grew up in a small town in Kansas, and my dream, since I was a little girl, since I was 4 years old, was to be a country music singer. It's all I'd ever wanted to do with my life. But when I realized, I was about 9 years old when I realized that I'm gay. Every message that I was hearing from my church, from my school, and from my community was telling me that I was sinful, that I was unacceptable, and that, as Mitchell mentioned before, that I am damaged goods. So I began to pray every single day of my life from 3rd grade on for God to change me, because I was told that that's what I was supposed to do. And I knew that I had to hide. I searched and searched my school and my town to see if there was anyone else like me. I saw no one. I continued to hide. I made deals with God that if he'd just get me to the stage of the Grand Ole Opry, if he'd just allow me to have music in my life, that I'd somehow be satisfied with that life, and I could settle for that. I moved to Nashville, Tennessee when I was 18 years old, and I did make it to the Opry stage. I got that record contract, and I would eventually hear myself singing on the radio and riding my tour bus around the country. My dreams were coming true. Again, I searched my industry of country music to see if there was anyone else like me. I saw no one. I continued to hide. During all of this hiding, I experienced love, falling into it, falling out of it. All of the things that everyone else feels when they experience love and relationships, but I had to pretend like it never happened. I also felt myself become detached from the family that I love so dearly. I know that so many of you know what I'm talking about. Living 2 lives is quite a chore. So a few years ago, I found myself unable to imagine going on with my life. I had so masterfully painted myself into a corner. No one ever in the history of country music had acknowledged being gay, but I knew that something had to give. During my entire career, I'd always prayed to God that he'd help me continue to find ways to keep my secret and help me continue to have my success. But on the morning, a cold morning in 2006, after I'd had a loaded 9mm gun in my mouth, nearly pulling the trigger, I changed my prayer to God. I prayed to God, "Dear God, please give me a moment's peace. In your name I pray, amen." The minute I got up off of my knees, I didn't have to examine whether or not God had answered my prayer. I knew immediately that he had. I didn't hear a booming voice, and I didn't see a guy in a white robe. But I did have oceans and oceans of peace wash over my body, and a message from God that not only was I going to live, but I was going to come out. I was going to come out as a gay woman, a proud Christian, and an advocate for young people. I want to thank my family for being here tonight. My dad Stan and my amazing stepmother Verna, my amazing Aunt Shar, my brother Chris, and my sister-in-law Carla, my sister Jenny, and my brother-in-law Mike. And for the first time in my life, I get to experience what it's like to have the person I love by my side with me. Not in the shadows, but in full light. I'd like to acknowledge that I have my girlfriend Lauren here with me here tonight. Some of you may have known who I am before tonight, and some of you may have not, but I know that you know, now that you know a little bit more about me, about my life and my career, perhaps you can see yourself in my story. I certainly know that I see myself in yours as I meet you and as I speak to you tonight. It's a bit of a strange thing to be honored by the black tie dinner and this esteemed group of people, you. As I look out at the audience tonight, I see so many of you who have not been able to hide or who have not chosen to hide a day in your lives. And to have you applaud for me is, well, it's surreal. I look to you as heroes. It's not easy for anyone to come out, to be out. And to those of you who have done that, you're simply amazing to me. Thank you for leading the way. It's certainly not lost on me that you folks in the room tonight are the reason that the movement of equality, fairness, and understanding continues to evolve. I am beyond proud to join you in this journey. Mitchell, thank you for presenting me this award. I thank all of you. This is an incredible honor. Thank you so much.